everybody, Kelly Sue with Cleopatra Art Studios, and it's lunch hour painting. I know you're going to be seeing a lot of me. We just have a lot of amazing designs, and we want to get resources available for people that, you know, may want to follow along exactly with what we have. So today, let me just get on here. I think I am on here. Hopefully the kids aren't drawing too much power with their video games downstairs. I know they go to work soon. Boom. All right, here we go. It's gorgeous, it's simple, it's the Welcome Pines and Wreath. This is 12-inch for my desk decor, or it could be inside a really pretty wreath that you made, so it'd be really pretty with that. Or we can blow them up. We can blow them up big time, big time. Okay, here we are. I just want to turn down the volume. You know, John had it going crazy last night. Shouldn't take long. Be able to munch on your sandwich and follow along, right? Okay, so I have a little glare, just a little glare. Not too bad. It's on this one. So it's coming from, I'm not sure. We did the giant tag last night. He's super gorgeous, super gorgeous. Okay, so number one, I want to let you know. If you don't want holes, let me know. We're trying to figure out what we're going to do about that moving forward. Maybe we'll provide a back hanger, or you can always do a stand. The stands are $4. They're not really a lot. Okay, so you can decide whether you want this half hoop or not. There's so many things that you could do with it, I'm sure. And you can decide. Do you like it? Do you not? Let me show you what it looks like without. I mean, it looks pretty nice without too. This is the weak link. We're going to toss this over here right now. You have a really pretty wreath. Some of you guys are going to be glittering this up a lot, I can tell. I want to say right now, be careful with the wreath. You know, you can tell that the joints are pretty delicate. It's gorgeous. What I love about these is that they are etched and not individual pieces. So I'm not going to be losing all of my trees. They're so pretty, aren't they pretty? And it's super simple. So I know you're in lunch hour, so follow or check back later, see what the design ends up being. This one's cute. Nice welcome. What I like about it, it's sturdy. The font's all great. I've got a little piece. And the backer board is etched, so you know exactly where everything goes. Some of us need that help, right? We do. That way we can keep on keeping on. Okay, so right away I'm probably going to do a background of, I don't have my photo, a background of brown, I'm thinking. But I almost want to paint this 100 times. I want some blues, like blue trees and stuff. I'm not 100% sure what it is I'm looking for, but I'm going to do this one very traditional. I think, knowing me, I'm going to come back because I'm not ready to say that I'm not done painting it very creatively. So I'm going to do the paint with the wet wipe trick. If your wet wipe is falling apart, a shop towel's great, or the Bounty Quicker Picker Upper. You don't want Charmin toilet paper for this. Something a little sturdier. Or you could just do a sponge. It's up to you. I'm looking to keep my grain. It's pretty. It's interesting. After I do this, if I don't like it, I can just cover it up. It's completely fine. Okay, so I want to check back with y'all. If you have any questions, reach out. Tell me how your day's going. Valerie, hey girl, how are you doing? Valerie's new. I love her so much. She's adorable. Always has something fun to say. Okay, so I know right away that my brown is just not lovely enough. It's not deep enough. I'm looking for a deeper, so I'm gonna just take a little bit more. Those of you that believe more is more, just start with a little bit. I don't think you're gonna need very much. Save your supplies. I'm trying to deepen up my brown, not have it go haywire. And thanks for keeping up with me and all of the resources we're trying to film for everyone. We just have a lot of new people, and we want to make sure that they're able to get started and be successful. So you can want to water this down just a little bit. So I have some water. Let's grab that. I'm getting distracted a little bit because I can smell the wild rice and chicken soup cooking. And I'm thinking, Soon, baby. Soon. Me and you. So I'm just watering that down. Alternately, if you have the brown you like, you can go ahead and use that. I'm not going to use this because it is fluid acrylic. It tends to be pretty strong, and I haven't tested it first. Remember, you're painting this with me, so we're working out the kinks. So we may have some issues that pop up, and then you guys can help me figure out solutions. But honestly, it looks pretty straightforward. Do you notice I'm going back and forth with the grain, not against it, with the grain. Okay, so I had a little black that wasn't mixed. And what I like to do is when I put a new line, I like to kind of carry it over and mix it with the old stuff so I don't have a noticeable stop and start point, if that makes sense. Hey Betty, how you doing, girl? Thanks for watching on your lunch hour. I don't technically have to paint the bottom, but part of me knows that, and I'm gonna go in and do it anyway. You know, the next piece will cover it, but I'm like, let's cover it. Let's do it. So I wanna say, those of you that wanna spray your material, it's a game changer, because you just went and you gave your art piece, I'm gonna call it an art piece, a nice glossy sheen or a matte sheen, so you have an overall similar sheen. And it's just a game changer. It just really makes it look better. I just shined up my tags. You guys can kind of see from last night. I went with gloss, even though I have some white. That's kind of a game changer. It's super beautiful. I don't always, sometimes I take a matte finish. And I'm gonna put a section on my website that has favorite products so you guys can find them easily. I get a lot of questions throughout the week, which I'm happy to answer. Happy. Okay. A little deeper. I'm kind of loving it. I think it'll be a nice contrast to the, I'm gonna just take that back, to the trees. So I'm thinking different shades or different, what's it called? It starts with a V, values of green. And I'm gonna do bluish green. Boom, 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 boom. I gotta shorten this up a little bit. How do I do that? I'm still learning my MacBook a little bit. Can't teach an old dog new tricks, right? Okay, so on my sample, my hoop, which looks like an underwire bra piece, you know, is white or cream. You know, I don't like to go white. If this was going on my door and I get a lot of, let's call it blowback, because I don't know what to call it, from the dust and stuff, and I do. How do you know which, you don't want to go with white. Okay, so one side is cleaner, the other has some char marks. I'm trying to see if you can see them. So right here along the edge, it has some char marks. That's because the laser bounces off and cuts underneath. So it's just natural, but that's how you know the difference between a front and a back. Okay, so this is better. Here's a Santa foot. Can you guys see that? So on this one, it probably doesn't matter too much, but some of them won't fit. The puzzle pieces won't fit if you kind of mix them up. Okay, so we're just gonna do a white or a cream, and that seems a little bit boring to me. So what can we do to jazz it up? Maybe put some gold in it. Maybe put some silver, some white together. Man, I know. I'm getting kind of ahead of myself. Like I said, I want to personally paint this one at least 3 times because I have other visions for it. You know what I mean? I think you do. I think you do. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and try the fluid acrylic gold. Did I open it yesterday? So I could come out with my cream, my buttermilk, my light mocha, all those lovely deco art already pre-made for you colors, but I don't wanna. I wanna make my own today. So I'm gonna take a dot of this gold. I'm gonna do 2. Just because the pigment will be intense, a little bit more intense. If you don't have it, don't rush out and get it. If you do decide you like the same paints as me, I gotta tell you, pretty happy with them. So the gold's not gonna make it super metallic-y at all. I just wanna make sure it's not too yellow. Mama's happy. I'm going in. I'm going in. My paintbrush is a little bit damp. I typically paint with a sponge. I think it's too damp. So what happens is if your paintbrush and your sponges are too wet, it kind of brings the fur up, you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it. It's only doing it a little bit. You can sand it down if it's bothering you, but it doesn't happen very often. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a sponge. Just because I prefer it. I know I need more coats, but it's okay. So tell me, are you on your lunch hour? Are you sneaking a peek? Are you watching the replay? Which I know a lot of you will be watching the replay. I'll be getting a lot of notes today or messages from y'all. And we're supposed to get our first snowfall tonight. I'm not ready. I am not ready. So if you guys are in the inland Pacific, or even my mom and dad over in Montana, they're supposed to get some. You know, be careful out there. John had me running around last night with the walkie-talkies blowing out this, what do you call it? The sprinkler system. We started off a little angry at each other. You know, well, he felt like he wasn't, you know, I know you guys get this. He's feeling like he wasn't getting any help. And I was helping, I just wasn't quite ready at the same time he was ready. You know how guys are. And so it's funny because give us a couple walkie-talkies and some distance and we become goofy and best friends right away. So we were a few minutes late to our live. He cracks me up. Okay, so it's not super white. If you wanted super white, you go ahead and paint yours super white. I did not. So you can see I'm popping it right on, right away. Because that first coat, it's super absorbent. This is going in. Going in. So I might as well use some of that on the letters. If nothing else, it makes a really good base coat. Yes, you could base coat with gray if you wanted to. There's a lot of times I do. But a lot of times I don't too. I no longer work. Valerie, girl, you're not working? I am so excited for you. Like, no, I never want to stop what it is I'm doing. How long have I been doing it? 13 years. But only like 3 without a studio. Like 3 where we go live with you guys. But yay, congrats. Just gives you more time for crafting and loving on grandkids if you got them. I got a little bit left, and then I'm gonna have to go in and make some more. I'm using my sponges from Walmart. I'm being a little rough with them. They're kind of peeling a bit. You know me, I'm a little bit of a Hulk when it comes to the painting. My redemption is in the detail work, let's put it that way. And there are a lot of people that spray paint their pieces and then put them together and do some detail work. If that's you, nothing wrong with that. You get that nice glossy finish. To me, it's tactily satisfying for me to actually hand paint these. Why do I get that comment? Guys, please don't send me 200 stars to see your comment here. What? What is that? I would never, ever put that on there. I'm going to have to figure out. I'm going to probably still be talking about it in a month. That's not something I put on there. I don't know if you're seeing the same screen I am, but that offends me. I would never do that to you guys. Oh my gosh. No, don't send me your stars. If you like something, you can purchase it. If you don't, we're still gonna like hang out. It's fine. Okay, so I'm super excited about what I consider a berry wreath, but please be careful with yours. Of course, the larger one, the 18-inch, this is a little bit more sturdy. To me, it's like almost like an elastic band, but I don't want to go for it. Just want to be, you know, careful with it. I'm definitely going to use my Liquitex fluid acrylic. I don't think you guys could hear that. My son, who's 21, has his girlfriend. She's nearly 21. They're down in 2 floors down, and they're playing video games, and they're just stinking cute. My son, Sean, I know a lot of you have met him. Never met a stranger. He's super happy. He's conjovial. He's the comic relief. Called him Ham when he was younger. And the saying that we had for him was funny but wrong, Sean, was a common saying. And as soon as we would scold him, we'd turn around and kind of like lose it, you know. His heart's in the right place. He finally found somebody that's just as genuinely nice. I'm gonna cry. I have all the feels, you know, because your kids don't always, you know, they go through that evolution of who they date, you know. And so love this little girl. Cracks me up because, you know, as I meet her family, they're like, oh, she's so loud. And I'm like, she just found home, because I can guarantee she's not any louder than me. Anyway, I can hear their voices coming up through 2 floors. Having a good time playing video games. Okay, all I did was tap, tap, tap it really gently. It's beautiful. We're gonna do more. We're gonna kick it up. I'm seeing some amazing glitter, or I might try the new stuff. Shelly got me, oh, what did I do with the pop? Okay, Shelly W, sorry I left it in my whatever, but I've got this. I don't know, it may be too big, where I could like strategically place them on the berries. Obviously not on a live, because you guys have lives. Oh, I work for Princess. Oh, ooh. Valerie, how fun. I don't know that we love cruises. I don't know that we've ever done a princess. We just kind of got in with Royal, and you know how they give you your points and they don't mean anything, but you kind of want those points, and so you just stick with them. That would be really exciting. 4 fur babies. I love that. I love that. One son, right? He's 24, so he's around the same age as Sean. Because once they hit 21, you know, until they get like to married off, I think that it's kind of like very similar. Okay, I want to quickly hit this again. That's super exciting. Cruising has changed a lot. It really has. We'd take one a year. That was our big thing, and we didn't we didn't take vacations for a long time. John works really hard at his day job. It was really hard for him to take a break, to take a vacation, other than, you know, that weekend at Disneyland or going to see mom and dad, and those are fun. But it wasn't until Sabrina, who's 17 now, turned 10, that we took our first family cruise. I've been on a couple. I enjoyed them. And, I mean, it's a game changer. We were planning on going to Europe for Sydney's 18th, and when she graduated, and it wasn't until we were in Puerto Rico, and there's 2 forts, and they're not even a mile away. They're half a mile away. You can see them, but it's hot. Kids are tired. And there were at least 3 meltdowns from Sabrina alone, because she was 9, I think. Or 10. She was 10, I'm sorry. From one fort to the other. It was just hot, and she was tired. And I was like, we cannot do Europe. All you do is walk. You're gonna walk, you're gonna look at something, you're gonna walk, you're gonna look at something, and our kids weren't ready. So we went, there should be an ambassador for cruising. So we started cruising, and we cruised like the Mediterranean one year, and then the next year we did the Caribbean and Alaska the next year. So one a year, just one a year. And John's a snob. I'm sure you guys probably figured that out. No, he just travels so much. He has expectations because he gets all of those points, and so he gets spoiled. And so we always have a really nice room. Now that we're older, I don't know what we'll do. But you're right, Valerie. Cruising has changed a lot, and we've had to come to terms with that. So we haven't taken the family since COVID. Me and John did a really short one, but I got to ask. I don't know if you're still on, Valerie. But where would your favorite place to cruise be? I don't know where you live, but where would your favorite place to cruise be? I really want to do the Panama. Okay, I'm kind of wondering. So I could go in there and I can paint. Can you guys see that? I could paint the branch. Kind of want to brown, like a dark brown. And I have that dark brown from... This is that fluid acrylic dark brown. That's all I think I'm gonna need. Love it. Why am I using it? Because it's one coat, 1.5 coats. I'm completely done. Hey guys, if you're just getting on, say hi. Tell me what you're having for lunch. It looks like I'm a little below or behind on the comments only because the kids are using the internet to play video games. Crazy. This is a really beautiful design. I don't have a photo. I'm just, because sometimes I want to just paint without a photo. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to just brush the branches. I think that's what they're called. I'm going to leave the berries alone. I'm going to try to glitz those up with this chunky iridescent glitter. I think if Liberace and Elton John had a love child, this was pretty much where they would end up. You know what I mean? It's a lot. It's a little extra. Oh my gosh, love it. Coming in hot. So this is the right size for either the inside of a wreath, you know, like a 18 or 20 inch wreath. If you didn't, because a lot of you guys want wreaths and you want lights, but you also want the door hanger. And so if you did an 18 inch or even a 16 inch door hanger, which I don't know if you know this, but we do make 16. I just don't have them on the website. I don't know why. You know, otherwise your wreath, which are really expensive, they'd be tremendous. And man, I'm telling you right now, if you do that, I need a photo. I need to see what you've done. Okay, so let me show you what I did. I just went in one time and painted the branch, right? Game changer, right? It didn't take long. If you're a little old like me, get your magnifiers on. They make those little lights with the magnifier in it. Go for that. I'm spending all this time on the detail work because I want to get it done the way I want it. Okay, so I've got this Liberace Elton John Love Child glitter. It's crazy. I wish you could see it. It's a little bit bigger, and I'm not gonna finish right now with that because I think you guys might be mad at me if I did. But I want to show you what I'm doing. Okay, I have my clear glue. Honestly, I felt like this did a pretty good job. I traditionally use the Craft Smart, but it's a huge bottle. They're not allowing you to have the small bottles anymore. I'm just gonna add a little bit of that to make them sticky. You can add a little water if you want, but because I'm trying to pinpoint exactly where I put these babies, I'm not gonna add water, at least at first. So they're kind of glooping a little bit, but what I'm gonna try to do is just go in there. This might be too big. Come on, baby. Okay, I know Julie Smith, are you watching? Because this is right up your alley. I'm gonna do a couple. Okay, tweezers might work. tweezers might work. Man, Julie, she does amazing work with her glitter. Whoop. So I want to get a few done so you can see what I'm talking about. Because man, these are gorgeous. I just don't know if I have enough patience to do very many of them right now. Oh, that one just laid right on it. It looks like gems. Can you guys see there's just a, oh, come on, I'm going to try to, I don't know if you guys can see. Oh, I think you can see the 2 or 3 that I did. They're just really amazing. And I kind of want to finish that, but I'll do it later. You can thank me for that, because I do appreciate your time. Okay, so where are we at? So I could give the white another coat, and since this is a resource for people, I'm hanging out with you and painting today, but then I upload these, Susan, we upload these to our YouTube channel, and they're public, so anybody can watch them as a resource. If you can't find them here, just go there. I think you have to like us or follow us. I'm not sure about that. We're under 100. We've been on this, doing this gig for a long time, but we don't, we're not on YouTube to build a following on YouTube. Or on YouTube to put our resources there so you can find us, because not everybody is on Facebook. What? Oh, yeah, I know. All right, so let's talk about the trees. I know I want greens, but you know what? I love blue spruces, and they are greens, but they have a little bit of blue in them. So Susan, I want to address this real quick. I love that. I love you found some sponges where they just, the problem I have at our Dollar Tree is they don't have a pack of the triangle sponges that you can tear apart, or even like the miscellaneous sized ones that you can get at Walmart. They're just the big honkers, you know, the blending makeup brushes, the big ones. And like I couldn't take it to a paint party, and I absolutely know that the paint's going to dry in it and it's going to not be a good fit for me. So I'm wondering, at your Dollar General, which I think is different than the Dollar Tree, did you find the triangles, or what kind of sponges are we talking here, girl? Okay, let me grab some blues and greens. Ooh, maybe some turquoise. Maybe. I don't know, did I pick up any blues? Oh, in the, okay, so that's a purple. How about that? Is that a blue? Okay, so why did I not pick up any? So I've got some turquoise. I'm slowly building up my stock of the fluid acrylics, but you know, I do okay, but even at like $5 a piece, I can't, like, they had buy 2, get 1 free. So I did buy 3 sets, because I also had a coupon. So I did stock up on that, but I obviously didn't get the blues. Okay, so I have a nice dark blue. This dark blue is Deco Art True Blue. I'm only going to use a little, like a little. Okay, I have some green. I have some lighter green too. This green is just Craft Smart grass green. I know, it's just generic because I like to mix my own. So this is my Grinch green. I can mix this. And so I'm just gonna mix my own greens today. But I may use some turquoise. Oh, what? Big surprise there, right? I'm gonna go with the dingy turquoise. Okay. I'm gonna go with some, meaning I've already like mixed gray into it. Okay. And then we want to deepen. So if you want to deepen a color, you could add black. But traditionally, I like to start with brown because, just read your comment, because black can make it a little dingy. So I like to start with the browns, and then if I want to go into the blacks, that's completely fine. This is a red brown. It's not very dark. However, this is a great time to use the burnt umber because it's a deep brown, and I might not have to go into the black family. My hair is really funky today. So Susan's saying if you live near a Dollar General, you can get miscellaneous sponges. Love it. Oh, I know. So Susan, we had a blue spruce every year for our Christmas tree growing up. And then all of a sudden, in Montana anyway, people started using them for landscape. You can see why, they're gorgeous. And so the Christmas tree people, instead of being able to get 45, 55 at the time for a blue spruce tree, they could sell the tree with the ball root for a landscaper for $200, $400. So which do you think they're gonna do? So blue spruce became really hard for us to get around here. I'm like, that slid, it scared the crap out of me. Got really hard for us to purchase around here for our Christmas trees. So I keep saying I'm gonna go fake just because, you know, and then I'm gonna do a blue spruce fakie. But I haven't yet. And it's just because I get all sneezy when they come in. Ooh, what's going on there? Okay, I got an angle brush. I'm gonna try that. A round brush might work too. So I wanna go different. I want all the trees not to be matchy-match at all. I'm gonna look at my photo again. I'm totally going different. So I wanna go deeper in the center. Okay, I buy that. Deeper in the center, so I'm gonna mix. I may go black, but I'm gonna mix my green with this brown. But I may go pretty deep. I'm gonna go deeper. If I'm not getting what I want, I'm gonna bring out a drop of black, which I might just do that now. So I have a paint party tonight. If you live in the Spokane area, I'll be at the Ponderosa. They asked me back. I was there. Yeah, I'm loving that. I was there last year for like 2 years prior. And then, you know, they had some management stuff they had to work out. So I just kind of said, you know, we'll talk soon when you're ready. I'll be here for you. And so I'm excited that they called me up just last month and said, we ready? Okay, so this is etched. If you're finding that you have a heavy hand with the paint and your etch lines are filling in and that's making you sad, just simply grab a toothpick or two. This is a great chore for you to sick a little kid on, honestly. Otherwise, you're gonna need some amazing readers. This is a double line. There's some things you could do. You could do a base coat that's darker or even brown or black and then come in with a lighter color. And that deep base would give it a lot more dimension also. Or you could just plan on doing mass coats of one color. I did not put any blue in this one, but I'm rethinking that now. And you know what? If I put blue in it, I think I might put silver in it too. So I like to use silver. It's my trick, and it allows me to dilute the color, the hue, without it going into the pastel-y range, like white or gray would do. So that's what I like to do. So this is pretty. You can still see the etching. Pretty sure you guys can still see that. With multiple coats, you might not, so you might want to get in here and just kind of pull it out. It's really not rocket science. Y'all, I mean it. If I can do it, you can do it. I just get a lot of practice. That's it. Art, 100% believe is practice. Some people were born into artistic families and they just got a lot of practice under their belts. I don't think I'm going to put silver in the big tree though. I think I want him to stand out. I'm gonna bring in just a little blue. Oh my gosh, Penny girl. Just give it a little. Ooh, see, I love that. That's gonna be blue sprucey. Well, hopefully that is a delivery. Someone's at our front door. Give me half a second. Let me peek. know what it is? I'm sure Sean and his cute girlfriend probably ordered food. Because, you know, the zillions of dollars in groceries we buy every day. I'm going to add a drop of water. It's not flowing under the lights to get a little dry. So I don't know if you guys can see, but that went into the blue spruce family. Now there's so much you could do. You could do, you know, flock it a little bit, which sounds dirty, but it's not. Do you guys have flocked trees at all? The first time I saw one, my mother-in-law had it. And I thought it was so pretty. Yes, Susan, that would be great. I don't know that I can get the same sponges in the Dollar Tree, but I'm guessing we could order them online. And Walmart has been out because you guys are all buying them out. Amazon, save a bag for me, please. We're telling everybody about it. Save a bag. Okay, look how beautiful this tree got with that second coat that had just a little blue in it. I'm gonna see. Up here on my phone, I'm not seeing it, but I am here. There's so much you could do. You could, you know, edge it a little bit. How pretty is that? Okay, moving on. I got a pretty tree. Woo! Okay, so here we go. So that's gonna be our centerpiece. I'm gonna go ahead and move these bad boys. I'm loving that wreath. Oh my gosh. So that'll be our center. Okay, we're just gonna build it from there. I'm gonna go a little bit lighter on these ones and then super light on these ones. So I'm gonna go, let's do the little bit lighter. So a little bit linier. So the angle brush suited me pretty well. I'm gonna go ahead. Love that green. Okay, so these ones will go next to it and on the end. So I'm gonna go ahead. I've got this lighter. Stick with me here just a little bit. Well, I like it, but I don't like it. Okay, I'm gonna mix these together and I'm gonna bring in my gray. See what I get. If it's too dingy, because like I said, it'll deepen, but also lighten it. So this is my silver. Let me see what I get. So let's give it a base coat. I don't have to keep it. I almost feel like it's too dark. It's not too dark. It's pretty good. I'm wondering what I want is it for to be a little bit more shimmery, but I can get that with glitter. I'll be here tomorrow painting around the same time, like lunch hour time, the Welcome Village one also. That one's really pretty. Super simple. Okay, so sometimes for me the challenge is sometimes I can handle complicated, and sometimes simple just throws me for the loop, like the snow. Shelf sitter there, I don't know if you saw, it's not like I had a full-on temper tantrum, but live, I know, crazy, but I sat there and had writer's block for at least a few seconds, and then I was frustrated that I had writer's block. Crazy. I don't think I want this one to match exactly that one, so I'm going to add a little bit more gray. I'm sorry, it's silver paint. It's Deco Art. My favorite silver, though, is from Sargent's, and I just keep not wanting to order from Amazon. I'm sorry. Some of you guys won't get that. I just feel like they used to be convenient and they used to come right away. And now I'm a little frustrated. Oh my gosh, I love this one so much better. You guys see that one? So I added a little bit more silver to this color and it went deeper. There's more dimension. Super awesome. Chakalaka. Hey, Donna. Lunch hour painting. Of course, all hours are lunch hours when you get to work from home, right, Donna? I was just saying, I'm at Ponderosa tonight. Super small crowd. But it'll be fun. I try to talk Sean and his girlfriend into coming. Hey, Sean, let mommy buy you a dinner, buy you and your girlfriend dinner, and you could paint something together. But he has to work. He works at Red Robin. Okay. Now I kind of want to paint that one. Why don't we just leave it alone? If I want to come and change it, I can. I really love this one over, this one's too bright for me. So tell me which one you like better. Do you like, so it's on your right, the brighter one or the duller one? I know which one I like, and it doesn't mean I'm right and you're wrong. It's just perspective and how you love things. So I kind of want to go super silvery on these ones. So super light, but I don't want them to go deep, so I'm going to add some white. So super silver. Oop. I shouldn't do it there because I'm going to have to, let me give it a second coat real quick. So I'm curious which one you like better. Let me know. I'm going to go in right now and give it a second coat. I'm looking at the blue spruce in the middle. It definitely needs one more coat to be amazing. What am I looking at? My friend Stephanie, she painted the original last week. So talented. She drives all the way up from Tacoma to Maple Valley, which has got to be over an hour in traffic to be with me. And I love her so much. Okay, there we go. So let me know which one you think you like better. Do you like, I like the last one. So I can't tell which one's the last one for you. So, because the camera's flipped. So let's say brighter or dark, or it's not even darker. So it's on your right, this is on your left. Do you like the right one or do you like the left one? And it's opposite for me, but I'll remember that. Brighter because it's one of my favorite colors, but honestly, they both look good. Thank you. And I think I like that they're a little bit different and they're not super matchy-match. I'm okay with that. I'm gonna just, before I forget, I'm going to paint the blue spruce one more time. Just make them really intense. Takes nothing at all. It's like paint by numbers, honestly. And you can doesn't mean that if you're super artistic, this isn't for you. It means that you can go in there and blow us all away with your shading and all your choices. Okay. Yep. Love it so much. So you'll want to scrape out your edging. Maybe you don't. Maybe it's not. Maybe you're not a fan. But I like it. Etching, not edging. Etching. Okay, these ones are going to go lighter because that's what she did. And like I said, I wanted to paint this like her, and then I painted my welcome white. That has to change. And then I want to really do my own kind of a bluish theme. You know what I mean? Like kind of how this has, tomorrow's project has that bluish theme. Kind of seeing that in the future. I like it. So some of you guys like the red Christmases, and some of you, if you celebrate Christmas, and some of you like the blues. And then last year it was the boho Christmas, which was muted dusty rose and browns or chocolates. So tell me, what color theme do you guys have for your holidays? Darker, more silver. I love the idea of using the brown and the silver. Yes, you got it. Exactly. Exactly what you should. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and bring in the same color, but more silver. And I'm going to put a dot of the teal. So it's going to be real silvery. I may hate it. Not loving it, but I may actually do You know what? I'm gonna add some white to it. Just a dot. And I'm not looking for it to be pastel-y or tinted, but that's just a side effect. So let me see if that might not be different enough. Okay, I'm going in. One more dot of white, or two. It's still a little shimmery because of the silver that's in there. So, you know, for purposes today, I think I'll paint this, the color I have. This one I think I'll mix some silver and white, maybe a drop of green, just so you guys can just get a visual on the fact that when you look at a forest, unless they're man-planted, if they're God-planted, they're all a little different. So this is your forest, paint it whatever color makes you happy. See what that looks like. I like the deviation on that. It's a little bit different. I'm gonna grab another angle. I think at one time it was a filbert, but that's okay. Not coming up. Okay, so I'm gonna do white, but mostly silver, and then I'm gonna bring in a drop of something. Maybe the color I just made. No, I think I'm gonna bring in that. Okay, let's try that. I don't think it's fun mixing colors. I love it so much. And at paint parties, helping other people mix those colors, it's a lot of fun. So this one's going to be the lightest one of all. I want a little bit more shimmer. So one more dot of the gray. Let's keep it really fun. You know, a Dr. Seuss style would be really fun too. Because to me, they have a little bit of Dr. Seuss look to them. How pretty. It's elegant, it's simple. I'm wondering if this looks enough. Okay, this one's more pastel-y. Okay, so I said I'd let you look. I'm not loving it. I don't know if you can see the difference. This is a little bit deeper, okay? Okay, hold on a second. Tint has white, shade has black, tone has gray. I think that's how it goes. So this one is more tinted, so it's got more white in it, and this has more gray or the silver. I like this one better. I'm not willing to put up with this one. I feel like it throws everything off and throws it into a pastel-y family. So it's out of here. And it's just paint. You can wipe it off or let it dry, and it can be a base coat. So I'm going back to this bad boy here. And you never know, just try it, see what you find. Switch it up. How fun. This make a perfect ladies' night, paint party. Yeah, I'm loving you now. I love you so much. Okay, let me check messages real quick. Turquoise, purple, chartreuse. I love that. Donna is traditional, the red, the blue, the green, the yellow, the gold, the silver. That's a lot. I consider that traditional plus, Donna. You're extra. Did you know that? Donna's extra. Okay. So these guys will all get along because they all have that shimmer of silver in them. Boop. All right. Just go ahead and scrape yours out gently if you want. Or not. So I scraped half of mine. This half is scraped. If you're not wanting that, if you want it a little bit more subtle, go ahead and like smooth it over with your finger, or don't press as hard. I kind of have that Hulk grip. I told you about that. Okay. Ta-da! All right, the only thing I have to do is fix. Obviously, I would come back in here. I would paint everything several times until I'm super happy and I love the finish. But I did make a mistake on the welcome. It needs to be black, or in Donna's case, maybe yellow, gold, or silver. In Lori's case, it may be turquoise, yes, or purple, or chartreuse. Man, it could be anything because it has a white base, which needs one more coat. I'm going with just plain old black so you guys can see that. And then, like I said, I'm totally gonna paint this one more time for myself. Just need one dot. Oh my gosh, that Bassett's voice is just so loud. I think I'm also going to hit the sides with either gold or silver. Silver makes the most sense because then you have that repeated pattern of silver. But sometimes I don't like to play by the rules, guys. Surprise! So I don't know, Donna, if you're still on. You excited about that snow call they're threatening us with? Remember, John is lucky enough, this is the second year that he has to do plowing for the neighborhood, which the guy who did it before was like, oh, once or twice a year, maybe 5 times max. And I think John was out there 30 last year plowing. So I'm just bouncing. The font's great. The welds are lovely. I don't have to baby this as much as some of the other letters or words that have come down the pipeline, and it's just the way it is. If you like very delicate font, you're going to have to treat it very carefully. This one I'm happy with because I don't have to. It's just not in my character. I think the raging ADHD probably has something to do with it. All right, do that a couple times if you want. I'm gonna bring in some silver, probably silver, and do a little edging. Be more like, it wouldn't be shading, it would be the other one. Just kind of having a blah, little mini stroke in my head because I can't remember what it's called. Highlighting, thank you. Thank you. So somebody, not really, was hoping to get our leaves right first, but too busy right now. Okay, so Donna, I'm glad your leaves have fallen off the tree, but what my complaint is that the snow's coming again this year before the leaves are off the tree. Like, I want to enjoy that a little bit before John has to clean them up. Okay, so I'm just bringing in an angle brush. You can use anything. You can use a Q-tip, you can use a sponge, you can use your finger. I'm just doing the edging. I tried to, brush it, but it wasn't really working for me. So I'm just, wherever you think the light might be hitting it. If I hate it, which I'm not loving it, I might go in with the black and, like do some repair or cover it completely. But I was thinking it could use a little bit of a pop. You could water down the gray just a bit. I'm just doing some light brush strokes in. So it's not so boring. And then I gotta eat my soup and get out to the workshop because I have lots of boxes to go out before I go to my paint party tonight. I don't know if you guys can see that okay. So the L is where I went. Okay, I really want to switch. So I might fix that a little bit. Okay, let's clean up and put this puppy together, see what we got, and remember I'm gonna go back in with, you can see right here where the glitter pieces are. I'm gonna do that to the whole thing. It's gonna be magic, I tell you, magic. All right, so I'm gonna flip it this way. Remember, if you're watching this because you're painting this and it's a resource for you, you'll want to give everything another coat. It's etched, so you know right where all the pieces go. I'm doing it upside down, so have a little grace if I miss completely. Oh, I'm gonna blame it on the bad hairdo. Okay, so that's my bottom piece. Oops, darn it. Okay, and then big boy here. And I'm thinking when you see this again, he's gonna have some flocking on the sides, some highlighting or flocking. I'll probably just do that with heavy body acrylics or snow tax works great. They're etched, so you should be able to tell where they go. This one clearly goes here. It looks so good. Thanks for helping me walk through all the stress I was having. Sometimes when it's simpler, I have a harder time picking colors because I think it's more noticeable if you don't get it right. It's gonna go in just like a puzzle. Oh, my forest, it's so quiet. I love it. I need some snow. There's gonna be snow on all of these bad boys, okay? This is gonna go here. If you want the wire hoop, it's not wire, I'm sorry. I keep thinking it looks like an underwire. Oh my gosh. It's gonna go right there. If you want it, that's what it looks like without. You may want it, you may not. These are a pain in the butt, you know. What do I mean by that is, you know, if anything's gonna be breaking, it's gonna be that one. And it's only just till you glue it on. My W should go up a little bit maybe. All right, so that's it. I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna put that Liberace Elton John glitter on the rest of my wreath, so it's gonna be super shiny. I'm gonna flock the outside of my tree a little bit, and then I'll share the finished result with you guys. And I may not finish till tomorrow since I have boxes to get out and I have to get to a paint party tonight. And that soup is calling my name. But thanks for watching today. And tomorrow during lunch hour painting, I tried to come earlier, but it just doesn't work. We're gonna be doing this, this Welcome Village. I love it, it's simple. It's all about simple this year, apparently. Anyway, have a good day, bye.